Good morning, sir. I am Mabel Pimontibon from BScrim 3D, and for this video, we will going to discuss the Special Crime Investigation. Special Crime Investigation is a specialized branch of criminal investigation that focuses on complex and serious crimes requiring advanced techniques and expertise. These crimes often involve intricate planning, multiple perpetrators, and significant societal impact. Special crime investigation demand a multidisciplinary approach utilizing specialized units and advanced technologies to uncover the truth. So, special crime investigation is ang ilahang gi-investigate ani is kadtong mga high-profile cases. And ang mga dagkong kaso nga grabe ang apekto sa ato ang community. And ang specialist ani is they are expert and they need advanced technologies para solve ang mga kaso nga ilahang gi-handle. Next is the cases handled subject to special crime investigation. First is the arson, kidnapping, drug cases, organized crime, terrorism, robbery, rape, carnapping, abortion, homicide or murder, and criminal negligence. So those are the cases handled of special crime investigation. So next is the specialized units. So mao ning mga units or mga specialized crime investigator. First is the criminalistic. Criminalistic is this unit is responsible for the investigation of crime scenes and the physical evidence collected. These techniques respond to various crime scenes and handle the photography, collecting and preserving of evidence, collecting video, processing items for latent prints, and comparing latent prints. Their case work includes written and photo documentation, latent prints, evaluation and comparison, preparation and transportation of items for outside lab submissions, writing detailed reports, and testifying in court. So, this criminalistic is na diri ang mga katong mga SOCO team o mga crime scene investigator. Sila ang kanang first nga mulihok para ma-identify ang or malocate ang maong crime nga nahitabo. Next is the digital forensic. The Criminal Investigation Division has one digital forensics specialist. The DFS collects and analyzes potentially incriminating information and data from electronic devices that may have been utilized in criminal acts. So this digital forensic is a branch of forensic science nga ga-focus sa pag-identify, pag-acquire, pag-process or pag-analyze pinaagi sa paggamit of technology. So this digital forensic is beneficial in preserving of evidence, identification of criminals, and facilitating legal proceedings. Next is the multidisciplinary approach. Special crime investigations often require a multidisciplinary approach, bringing together experts from various fields to provide a comprehensive understanding of the crime and its perpetrators. These disciplines may include law enforcement, nadari ang police, FBI, DEA. Next is the prosecutors, legal professionals who bring criminal charge. Intelligence agencies gathers and analyze information on criminal activities. Forensic experts provide scientific evidence and analysis. Financial investigators trace financial transactions and identify illicit funds. And social workers assist victims of special crimes. Next is the classification of special crime investigation to be discussed by my group mates. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Good day, sir. I am Crystalline Seymoring. I am the second reporter of this group, and this is my assigned topic. First is violent crime. Violent crime encompasses a wide range of offenses from assault and robbery to murder and sexual assault. So, daghan siya nahitabo nga robbery to murder and sexual assault. It is a serious societal problem with profound consequences for individual communities and the criminal justice system. First, to investigate challenges. First, we have gathering evidence. Violent crimes often involve limited physical evidence, making it challenging to establish a connection between the suspect and the crime. For example, video recording or take a picture between the suspect and the crime. Next is witness testimony. Witnesses to violent crime may be reluctant to come forward due to fear or retaliation, or they may provide unreliable or inconsistent accounts due to trauma or other factors. So, na pwede mo mutugan witness sa mga panghitabo. Sample silingan, pwede sila. Basta nakakita nila. Curse compassion. The pressure to solve violent crime can lead to improper and interrogation techniques, resulting to coerced compassion that are unreliable and potentially violate the suspect rights. For example, pananakit or physical para lang mutugan siya sa iyang nabuhat. Next is mental health consideration, requiring investigators to navigate complex legal and ethical consideration related to competency, treatment, and confidentiality. Tabangan ang mga katong na mental health, pwede pa sila makapag-treatment. Next is legal and ethical consideration. First, we have due process. The legal system must ensure the suspect in violent crime cases receive due process, including the right to a fair trial, legal presentation, and protection from self-incrimination. It is a fundamental legal principle that ensures fairness and justice in legal proceeding. Next is confidentiality. Investigating violent crimes may involve sensitive information about crimes, witnesses, and suspects, requiring law enforcement to balance the need for information with the protection of privacy and confidentiality. So it is ensure privacy. For example, is password sa imong account nga dili mo pwede i-share. Privacy nimo. Next is sentencing and rehabilitation. The legal system must balance the need for punishment with the potential for rehabilitation, considering factors such as severity of the crime, the offender's background, and the potential for recidivism. Sentencing. It aims to punish offenders for their crime, while rehabilitation focuses on helping them change their behavior and integrate into society. Next is social justice. The investigation and prosecution of violent crime must be conducted fairly and impartially, addressing systematic biases and ensuring that all individuals are treated equally under the law. So it refers to fair and equitable distribution of resources, opportunities, and privilege within the society. That's all. And
White-collar crime. White-collar crime, a term coined by sociologist Edwin Sutherland in the 1930s, refers to financially motivated, non-violated crimes committed by individuals in position of power and trust, often within a corporate or professional settings, while often less visible than street crimes. White-collar crime can have a devastating impact on individuals, business, and the economic as a whole. So for this term, which is white-collar crimes, it refers to those persons or individuals who in a position of power. They use their powers to commit this kind of act without the consent of others, just only to provide their own needs financially. Complexity. White-collar crime often involve intricate financial transactions, complex legal structures, and sophisticated deceptions techniques, making them difficult to investigate. Lack of cooperation. Victims may be reluctant to come forward due to fear, retaliation, or shame, while perpetrator may use their influence to obstruct investigations. Resource constraints. Investigating white-collar crime requires specialized expertise, extensive resources, and significant time, often exceeding the capabilities of law enforcement agencies. Corporate responsibility. Holding corporations accountable for the actions of their employees and executives, addressing issues of corporate cultures and ethical conduct. Due process. Ensuring that suspects are afforded due process rights, including the rights to a fair trial and legal representation. Sentencing. Determining appropriate punishment for white-collar crime, considering the severity of the offense, the financial impact, and the potential for rehabilitation. Public trust. Maintaining public trust in institutions and individuals responsible for regulating and enforcing financial law.
Good day, sir. I am Rachel Jane Cortesiano from BS Screen Trading. So here is my part of our report. So number 4, organized crime. Organized crime refers to groups of people working together to engage in illegal activities, often to profit. These groups, known as criminal organizations, syndicates, or mobs, are structured with hierarchies, specialized roles, and often use violence and intimidation. So, they are also engaged in various illicit activities like drug trafficking, human trafficking, money laundering, extortion, and more. So, kanidang organized crime, sir, this is the group of people that they are working together to create an illegal crime. So, when we talk about group of people is dako jud siya nga group dako jud siya og daghan sila nga mga tawo nga na-involved ani. So, the next is the investigative challenges. So, there are 4 categories of investigative challenges. So, number 1, secrecy. Secrecy integrate operations, make it hard to gather evidence and identify leaders. Then, number 2, corruption. Corruption groups can infiltrate government and law enforcement, hindering investigations. The number 3 is intimidation. Intimidation witnesses are often threatened, making cooperation risky. Then, last is number 4, specialization. So, specialization, it requires specialized respect for different laws and culture. And that's all for the investigative challenges. So, next is legal and ethical consideration. So, there are 5 categories of legal and ethical consideration. Number 1 is due process. Due process, suspect must be given fair trials and legal representation. So, in other words, is due process is a fair treatment. And then second is privacy. Privacy surveillance techniques must be used lawfully and ethically. Then third is witness protection. Witness protection, protecting witness from retaliations is crucial but raises ethical concerns. Then second to the last is asset forfeiture. Asset forfeiture, taking asset can disrupt operations but must be done fairly. The last is international cooperation. So, international cooperation requires respect for different laws and cultures. So, last is conclusions. Conclusions of special crime investigation. So, special crime investigations deals with the study of major crimes based on the application of special investigative technique. The study concentrates more on physical evidence, its collection, handling, identification, and preservation in coordination with the crime laboratory. So this case aims to highlight the teamwork of multidisciplinary forensic expertise to solve complex cases. And that's all for our report.